What's up, everybody? It's your boy Alan G. Mosier here with Hangouts Quarantine number 5 with special guest Styco, ladies and gentlemen. You're hearing his song right now, which he said we could use for the intro of these shows. Listen to that vibe. Yeah, it's good. Yes, 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 yes. Man, oh man, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see everybody in here. I see we got 20 comments. Everybody's here and there. Let me go ahead and say hi to you really quickly. We got Queen B that's here. Shout it out. We got Elijah is in the house. We got Emcee Slots is in the house. We have Smoking Joe is in the house. We have Styco is in the house, which is obviously our special guest. We also have our other friends as well. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. If you're watching live but you're not commenting, thank you as much. And also, if you guys want to comment, please keep it nice and kind, no craziness, positive. If it's negative, we're going to delete you out. Call it a day. So don't do that. And so make sure you guys, thank you, Elijah. Make sure you guys do that. Listen, guys, this is going to be an in-depth, have a good time. So if you don't know who Styco is, you're going to get to know him obviously right now. But if you don't know his music or anything, this is an opportunity for you to see if you like him or not, right? It's your opportunity. So I met this guy back in, I want to say 2003 or 4, around there. And we've been friends ever since. So he's fam. He's fam for sure. And he's got my back. I got him. And he's our very first special guest that's here. Guys, he's right now talking right now on the comment section. He said, "What's good, fam?" He's here. He's here. He's here. And yeah, so I'm super excited to bring him up in just a few. A couple more things, guys. If you have not liked this show yet, you need to make sure you do that. If you like to comment, like I said, not just on the chat itself because we're live, but if you want to comment, please leave a comment, be kind, courteous, and let us know what you guys think. Also subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to that 1,500. We're close. We're at like 14. So let's get that going and let's shoot for the 2K. That's what we've always been trying to go for. And of course, keep moving up the ladder to be, to me, I hope for the world, one of the biggest YouTubers on the planet. And of course, take it further than that. And not just on YouTube, but, you know, got to be, I want to be at the, you know what? I'm going to shoot for the stars. I want to be bigger than The Rock. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want to see. He gets me started. Anyways, in a few seconds, we're going to bring him up. I hope you guys are ready. Get your popcorn, get your drinks, get your groove on. You might want to dance tonight with some of the tracks we got going for you. I'm going to see if I can get him to do a live version of one of the songs tonight. I'm going to see if he can even do, maybe we can do a little cypher. You know what those are, right? A little freestyle. Maybe I might throw some bars in there. You never know. And if I do, you're going to have to send me some cash because I don't do that stuff for free. You know that. No, I'm just playing. But I might throw some bars. We might see how I feel. But anyways, let me go ahead and bring this man up. I'm going to send that link to him real quick. Let me get this going. I have no idea. We good. I only had this since last week. I've been doing this since last week. I've been doing this and making sure that I can handle all the things coming my way. All right, here we go. Very good. Ariel Williams is in the house. All right. Really quickly, if you're chatting too, I'll be going through and posting them up there. I'm just waiting for when my man Styco does come up I will go ahead and start posting some of you guys' stuff that you put up there. Appreciate you, Styco. When you can, what do you call it? The actual. I'm doing great, Ariel. The actual link is down there if you see it. Hey D, nice to see you. I kind of read that. Not quite sure what you're wanting. I'm so sorry. All right. So yeah, Styco, whenever you're ready, the link is there. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything else ready. We're gonna share the screen. That way people can see all the cool stuff when you do get up here. That's for later. We're gonna put we'll do curtain call. That's the one we want to do. We're gonna do that here. Okay. All right. We're just waiting for the man, guys. We're just waiting for the man to show up. We appreciate you guys doing it, staying here, hanging out. I will say we have celebrity artist Jamie Lim on Friday. So this Friday, we're gonna have another celebrity guest. He does all the artwork by hand, but then he also does digital work. And this man's very, 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 very good. I can't tell you enough some of the stuff that I've seen. And he works for the fashion show industry as well. He's a lot of great stuff. He's in a lot of things. Styco, if you there, my friend, where you at, buddy? There he is. Okay, I'm gonna announce him. He's right there for me. Let me go ahead and put this song on again because I feel it. We're gonna let it rock for a minute. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more because I like it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, been in the music game for 20 years. His first single back in the day was On One, produced by Dr. Stank. 4 albums out and 5th one on the way, called Growth Music 2, and that's releasing this year. And he's gonna talk about all that and then some. My friend, hard-working man, family man, ladies and gentlemen, Styco is in the house.
What's good with you, fam?
I'm doing good. What's good with you, brother?
Man, I can't complain.
This vibe, man. This vibe is just. That's what the song does, man. Right. All day. Yeah, I don't even want to turn it off. We're going to hear the real song with the video in a little bit.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. And let me say this. Oh, first of all, Terry Leach, thank you so much. I'm gonna tell you what, like I said, guys, as let's say I'm obviously gonna ask him some questions and some stuff, and he's gonna obviously talk a little bit, or then that way I can go through and I can post you guys' comments up. So just give me a second for that, and I thank you guys for commenting and chatting there. Really do appreciate that. Really kind. But I do want to say that, man, first of all, we lost him. We had started good. Bam. What happened? He'll be back up. He got the link. He knows. Yeah, here it is. Welcome to the world. Yeah, welcome to the world of digital.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm over here messing up. Y'all excuse me. I messed up.
Man. It's at least it's not dial-up. At least we're not doing dial-up. I will say this, man. Let me say this out, and then of course we'll definitely be hearing a lot of you. But first of all, let me just say that I first want to thank you because I know that you're a family man and you take care of your wife and you take care of your kids and you do things with them, and then of course you work regular job, plus you do your music game, and so I know how busy you are, and for you to give me 30 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour or however long we're gonna do this, you gave me that opportunity and everybody else here, so I appreciate that, Styco.
It's all good. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me. And everybody else that's out there, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm humbled. I appreciate you taking time out of your evening to listen to what I have to say, and the whole nine. Just being here. Thank y'all for having me. I appreciate you.
Now, one of the things I gotta ask you was Styco. We're gonna just start off right off the. Actually, no. You know, I'm gonna wait that for my second question. My first question is: do you remember where we met? I gotta ask that question right off the bat.
We were actually at a function. Jamie Lynn.
Okay, we right so far.
Who you are speaking of right now to have as a later guest was having an event, and myself and my boy, we were actually there as guests, and you know, you were, you know, just, you know, excited to, you know, and our whole thing was just, you know, the whole network. We were all about just trying to get out to as many functions as we could get out to at that time to really let people know that we're there, and we understood that, you know, if don't nobody know who you are, you can't expect anyone to say, oh, okay, I heard your music, this and this. So we were all about whatever function. Hey man, we got this going on tonight, and then we're gonna go over here to this function, and we just so happened to get invited out. And you know, you were there. You were a cool cat. You know, you were just letting me know you had some things popping. And what actually set it off for us was the acting thing. You know, that's my bread and butter. You know, I'm a theater arts major. You know, so I did that from high school going on to college. So, you know, we connected right away when you told me that, you know, you did a lot of fight choreography and different things like that. I was like, oh man, this is tight. Let's connect. And it was a wrap from there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I remember the first single you gave me, and that's what you were. I think you were performing that day. I believe it was "She's Hot." I forgot
yes,
who was
the yes,
Styco
sir.
Styco and the Bandit.
Yes, sir. That was produced by Fingers, my boy Fingers. Yes, sir. He man.
Yeah. I wonder just for a few seconds, if you would like to just explain how you got with him for a second. I'm gonna show you something in a second, just a throwback. But while I'm doing that, if you can go ahead and maybe explain how how you got that group together, or how you got part of that group together.
Oh, well, it was weird because I started out doing spoken word poetry, kind of like, you know, what they call poetry slams and so forth. And shouts out to my folks, Cake Buzz here. I do a lot of music for them, so we'll talk about that later. I just want to let y'all know, if y'all looking at the hat and being like, you know, well, that's Cake Buzz. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Styco and the Bandit actually came about from somebody telling me a long time ago that I would never be able to do music and be successful doing it. Like I said, I started out doing spoken word poetry, and I got into like a little small cipher with some guys, and it was cool. You know, I was doing my thing, but kind of on a poetry level, you know, and folks wanted to do what they call, you know, this and, oh man, that ain't rap and so forth. And from there, I took that as a challenge, you know, to tell me that I can't do something. And that's where that came from, you know, that hunger of doing that. And then Styco and the Bandit just came from me and my boy, just from growing up, you know, doing basketball, as sports athletes and so forth. We just kind of had a knack for, you know, just the camaraderie, fellowship, and so forth. And then what started out as a big crew of MCs, you know, from different creative differences and so forth within the whole crew, myself and Bandit, just, you know, we stayed together. We were on the same page as far as music, what we wanted to bring, as far as, you know, how we wanted to be represented. You know, we didn't necessarily want it to be street, you know, but at the same time, you know, because we're elements of the street, you know, that was, you know, the whole thing that came from that. So, you know, we was rogue soldiers, Styco and the Bandit, and that was it. And Styco actually comes from an actual Shakespearean term that's actually pronounced sticomythia. That's Sticomythia. That's how Shakespeare wrote a lot of his plays, with a antagonist and a protagonist. He always had that bitter banter thing going back and forth, kind of like Romeo and Juliet. There's a few other plays that he's wrote as well. where I took that Stico in the true pronunciation, it means verbal swordplay. And I thought that name itself was just like, unbelievable. I could do that. I like that. But I knew no one would want to pronounce Stico all the time. So I changed it to Styco, put the little line over the I, or, as you see in the parentheses there, STY space KO, Styco. There you
Right.
go.
Right. Yeah.
And there you have the name. Comes from theater history. So like I said, I'm a theater major, so I took that to heart.
That's awesome, man. That's amazing. And so with that, and I'm sure we're gonna get into a lot of topics, but let's show these guys that video, that song that we came into, and show them why.
Hello, Carol. I see you, Carol. Hello to you.
Yes. And let's show them why I think you one of the GOATs, my friend. That I'm gonna use the word underrated, because there's so many people out there that are got millions and millions and millions of views, and they just put, hey, look, I ain't mad at nobody making their money. You know that. If they make their money, they make their money. But you got guys that putting out trash. Maybe it's trash to me, but when I see people flocking to this stuff, it's like the stuff that you and I do, or what we create, or other people that create, that really put their hard work time, and we got to bust our butts for 100 views, 1,000 views. It's just crazy. So we're going to get to that in a little bit, but let's go ahead, guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you the music video of one of my favorite songs that is now part of the show's beginning intro, which is Curtain Call. So we're going to get that going for you. And we can still talk over it if you want, or we can still, say hi to whoever's going to be coming up, that's chatting on the stream for sure. We could definitely do that. I'm adding it in here like this there. You can see ourselves there. And we'll just have the video playing like that. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's check him out.
And this is featuring Unknown, produced by DJ Touch Tone.
We got to do another live like this. We got to bring him on. Or I don't know if you can. Yeah, we got to do another time, so that way he knows when we're doing it, and see if we can bring him up. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, for sure.
All right, guys, here we go. Curtain Call with my boy Styco. Let's do it.
How you know when you getting some real growth? They pay you for your value, living to get both. How you know when it's the end of the show? You bring the cash back, last bow, outro. So either you pay attention to get ghost. They ain't for the switching, you burning it like the toast. You just a youngin' and running it like the most, fast tail between your legs and trying to get the post. Coming for your juggler, homie, is no joke. You 90 at the free throw, I bet you gon' choke. Another lesson, you guessing, I'm not finessing. I passed another testing, walking up on my blessing. Give it up. Let's treat it like a cold read. Get through it, then we keep what we doing, what we don't need. Edit it and put it out, you better ball. Stand by for the curtain call.
I love this chorus, homie.
Make it ready and get the credit for the curtain call. It's a curtain call. Your curtain call. It's a curtain call. Your curtain call. It's a curtain call. Yeah. I'm riding for the mamas and the blue collars, the service independents making hard dollars, sacrificing all backs against the wall, 707 to the south with my cousin Paul, trading for the call, learn to move without the ball, gotta play defense, bring the chip to the hall, that's what we tell our seeds, we give them guidelines, show them all the goals that they need if they abide by, stay ready, prepared to eat spaghetti, gotta keep my cards up, feet are steady for Betty, yeah, stay ready, prepared to eat spaghetti, gotta keep my cards up, feet are steady for Betty, yeah. Let's treat it like a cold read. Get through it, then we keep what we doing, what we don't need. Edit it and put it out, you better ball. Stand by for the curtain call. Talk the talk, you gotta give it your all. Take your breath and get the credit before the curtains fall. It's your curtain call. Your curtain call. It's your curtain call. Your curtain call. Your curtain call.
Yes, Carol, that's a nice car. I need to give me one of them, Coach. Yes, sir.
Your beauty is a gift. Meet me to condescend and I'm gonna plead the fifth. True serum make me fantasize. Writing books together, we currency in countryside. Roll sister on the bag, that's personality. We got our own design, no casualties. I love your intuition cause they equal growth. You pass it to our seats and I thank God for both. Brainstorming on our next move, keep it smooth. We go mind sex, that's to keep you in the groove. Light a candle, keep it kiss. Grab the wine out the ice. Get the oil, you don't wanna miss the late night spice. Oh, let's treat it like a cold read. Get to it, then we keep what we do and what we don't need. Bet it if you put it out, you better ball. Stand by for the curtain call. Talk the talk, you gotta give this your all.
Yeah.
Man, yes, sir.
Curtain call. Curtain call. Curtain call.
Man.
I gotta find out where you filmed this at, man. This is nice. Yes, sir. I know y'all be giving him a hand right now in that live, buddy. I'm giving it to him right now.
Yeah, man. That's
right now. Right there.
Cool situation there. Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. That was it was cool. It was funny doing that. For like I say, me being a theater major, my boy actually came with when I showed him the track. He told me right away. He said, "Look, man," he said, "I want to do an actual theater type of term." So he just kept having me tell him different theater terms. So I was like, okay, encore. I was like, okay, there's a cold reading, all these different things, Thank y'all for the feedback too. Everybody that's giving feedback. I appreciate you in there on the comments. But yeah, it was frustrating. So I just kept telling them all of these different theater terms. Okay, you got monologue. Okay, you got, snippet, all these different things, okay. When you're reading, you're reading lines, you're running lines, so I'm just giving him all these terms. He's like, no. And I finally got frustrated and I said, all there's left is the curtain call. And he was like, yes, that's the one.
Would you like how they come about? Would you like how titles come about? They crazy. They crazy. So, I say it's crazy how titles can come like that. It just come out the blue when you least expect it. You can be looking for hours, asking everybody, and then just take one thing and then boom, we get it.
Man, it was crazy. So I'm like, all right, well, let's go. I said, okay, it's gonna be called Curtain Call. Let's go. And I'm learning how not to rush music this time around. So you let it come as it's go. You don't rush things and so forth. So getting the hook down was also too. It was just a thing of getting that right feel. And he told me he wanted me to write 12 bars, but kind of on that, coming in with a little bit that I'm singing myself, and then he would fill in the rest. And it was just cool how it all came together.
Right. And what I wanted to say was, I like how the stuff you have is very positive. Like everything's very, and like you have one of your shirts that says it's for the youth. Like you're doing this stuff for the youth, which I think is very important because the youth is kind of getting a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Yeah, man. Like I said, and that's one thing I don't knock. Like I said, I don't knock the younger generation and what they have going on. It's just I know that a lot of the things that they have going on that's just music that to me is, it's like I said, it's they're set up, the people that run music and so forth. They kind of have an agenda for a lot of these young cats. So as far as what they hear, they kind of want them to be, everything to be saturated with, the drugs, the pills, and all of the stuff right there. And they, the colored hair and so forth. And, and they think that's where it's at right now, the
Right.
lean and all of that stuff. So, and it's cool. It's, no disrespect to those artists that's, doing that and making money. That's good for them. I can't knock that. But I know me, myself, I know my peers and the people that know me, can see fake, if I can't, keep it real with the music that I make,
Right.
I feel like folks can see through that.
Right. Well, let me say again, man, I thank you for everybody that's here. I see you guys in the live. I see you guys, if you're watching, catching it late a little bit, you're going back and watching it, or on the replay.
I
Guys,
appreciate you.
if you're chatting, do me a favor, a huge favor. I know you guys do not believe this, but it's very true. YouTube really focuses on a lot of the likes and the views. Subscribers are big, yes, but not as big as views and likes. So do me a favor. I know you guys are liking everything. Fantastic. You guys are chatting all the good stuff. But do me a favor. Go to the comment section and comment what some of the stuff you're saying. Like some of you guys said, hey, great song. I like the beat. I like that. Or I love what's going on. If you can comment that on the actual comment of the video, you can see it at the very bottom that I ask you to comment, and you can comment, and that's outside the chat. Or if you want to wait and you want to comment after the video is done, or wait till you're done and you leave, you know what I'm saying? So it helps the video out, guys. It helps it out. And I believe my man, when we talk about some other stuff, he's gonna kind of chit chat about the business game of YouTube, or in the life of YouTube entertainment. It's pretty wild. It's not as what we think it is. You know what I mean?
I appreciate y'all too. And make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Styco TV. I humbly appreciate that.
Right too. Let me go at that for you. Watch this. I got you. Watch this for you. We're gonna go like this here. And we ain't gonna do that. My bad. Sorry. So we're gonna go that there. And then we're going to do this here. All right. So can you guys see that? You can see that, right?
I humbly appreciate y'all. That's love.
All right. So yeah, you got to go to Styco just like that. Actually, if you don't have to worry about spelling it Styko, but if you just put Styco, Stico, and put TV, you should see his not logo, but it says S, which is the beginning of the name that he has there. And then and then he has his playlist, he has his channel, he has his songs, and that's a good song too. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I have a question for you on that song real quick. This is just for myself. Did you get that from my boy Lou Rawls? You know what song I'm talking about?
No, sir.
If I coulda, woulda, shoulda.
That's funny. No, I know that song actually came from two coaches. I played for Hal Sherbeck, one of the winningest JC coaches at Fullerton College at that time, before Mount Sac, started doing their thing. And there was another coach at Paramount High School. I never played under Coach Dave. Dave Davies is his name. I never played under him, but I'd never seen a coach, especially football. Football, he did basketball, and then he coached girls softball. But in 32 years that he coached, this man never uttered a curse word out of his mouth. Ever. And he would tell you, like he said, and his thing on the court was, and on the football field was, hey, I don't care how upset you get, but I demand respect. You won't curse at me, and I'll guarantee you, you will never hear me utter a curse word at you, no matter how upset I get on the field. And I'm telling you, I could never remember a case. And that was at his funeral when I attended. That was the biggest thing that everybody said about him, that, he just never uttered a curse word. And that to me was the ultimate respect. So I felt like, and I told his parents, not his parents, but his family, that I would create a song for him, and it was cool. And I, I fulfilled that, that promise there, and that was my dedication to both of those coaches. Hal Sherbeck also was the college coach for the Giants. Coach, Jim Fossil. Yes, sir. And I'll never forget Jim Fossil calling. I think the Giants were like 0-4 or something like that. It was something crazy. But he called the locker room while we were actually doing a team meeting, and he answered the phone, put him on speakerphone, because he was groveling about how his players wouldn't, play for him. And he asked him right then and there in front of us, he said, well, have you had a meeting with all of your players? And he said, yeah, I do team meetings all the time. He said, no, have you had a one-on-one with each and every one of your players? And then he asked him a question. He said, when's the last time you asked your quarterback, how's his wife doing? And it got quiet, just like this, like it is right now. It got quiet. Right. And he said, see, he said, he said, these players get millions and millions of dollars. He said, until you treat them like a human being, like you would your own wife, will they start playing for you? Ooh. And that whole thing right there, that just changed. Him saying that just let me know how much he actually cared about me, because at one point when he called me into his office, all he wanted to do was ask me about how I was doing, ask me how my mom was, said I had a talk with your mom the other day. And that floored me. No coach had ever been that personal with me, So that was ultimate respect, and I felt like he needed to get that respect there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda was about those two coaches.
Well, yeah. I feel like we with that title, I don't know if you could do a part 2, and I don't know if we can get the listen. Check this out now. That's
remix.
The remix. Let's see if we could use the. I don't know how we can do it, but get that Lou Rawls sample of that. Or I can remake the sample.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you throw a verse, I throw a verse, and yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool, man.
Okay.
I love that song. It's got a great chorus, great hook. It's a love song.
That's funny. I didn't even think about that song when you brought that up. I'm like, wow, Lou Rawls did do a version of. Okay. Yeah.
Folks always say, if I coulda, woulda, shoulda.
That's too funny. Wow.
Gotta know that song. Now, real quickly, before we get to your other song, playing the game, I want to ask you, because I saw some great shots there. Number one is a yes or no answer for this one.
Yeah.
Yo Cadillac or no?
No.
That's okay.
I actually here's the key to that. I actually worked right next door to a classic place called the Dave Family Classic Cars.
Okay.
And I work at a dealership. So that particular Cadillac had just come in, and my GM, I told him, I said, hey, I got a video shoot. And I said, can I use the Cadillac? And he said, where are you going? I said, I'm not going on no drive. I'm going to go down to the end of the cul-de-sac here. And I'm going to do a little bit and drive around, but it was the coolest thing. That's why I say, y'all, and I'll be one to never say, oh, I have these classic cars and so forth. But I do happen to have good relationships with people that I don't burn. So when I do get an opportunity to, utilize something like that, the Dave Family place right next door too, they let me use a classic 1965 Bel Air, Chevy Bel Air. Oh man, muscle car. Woo, you talking a beauty? Yes, sir. So yes, not my vehicle.
Well, let me ask you this: yes or no? With you just saying that, when you did those shots, now I don't think your boss is watching. So those skid marks that had the donuts, is that from that? Is that from that?
No, actually, no. Right next door to our dealership, there's a Nissan, and they have a coupe. I think it's a 380Z or something like that. And then right next door to that little cul-de-sac is a Saline, the Mustang. So they'll go down there, and you see that's from the 380Z and the Salines. They'll go down there and
I'm just messing with you,
right
man.
there.
I'm trying to catch some dirt on my boy. I'm kidding. I'm just messing. I
Not
can't
I.
catch some dirt. I can't catch some dirt.
No.
Okay, hey, last question for that video. Where did we obviously know where you shot? Obviously now that one scene, but where were you? Just for some of the other shots, like let's say the part where the chorus was. Then there was a part that was that looked like it was not a parking lot, but it was like outside of couple buildings at nighttime. So where were some of those at? In LA somewhere?
This is funny. When Bandit and I would do shows, we used to open up for a funk rock group by the name of BYP, Backyard Pimps. And they would allow us, whenever they would have a set, in between whatever set that was before them, they have to break down their equipment.
Right.
It would take them at least 15 to 18 minutes to break down their equipment. Wow. So, and they had to deal with us. They liked our music so much that they told us whatever shows they had, they would allow us to come and in between sets, while they're setting up and the other band is breaking down, we could do a full set. So we just traveled with them, and that place right there is called Goodfellas. That was one of the spots out in Rancho Cucamonga, right outside of that, the ambiance of Goodfellas. I got in real good with the managers. So they said, as long as you don't film anybody that does not want to be filmed, you can use this whole little area. And it was cool, man. Like I say, that's why I say, us not burning bridges of different places we've had an opportunity to perform at, being respectful when you come to people's venue and stuff like that. It just made it cool for me to have an opportunity to come back and be able to do stuff like that. So, shouts out to the management at Goodfellas Rancho. Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all.
And we're gonna definitely plug in where you work for your car selling. But I want to show you an old school photo that I found. So let me pull this back up for you.
Oh man, what is he about to pull out?
No, nothing crazy, man. It's from your first single. It's nothing too crazy.
Oh yes,
yeah,
sir.
There you go. There you go.
I remember that photo shoot.
And I even zoomed that in. I can zoom that in. There you go, right there.
Yes.
That's the first time you. That's one of the ones you gave me. That's one of the ones you gave me.
Sir, I remember. I think Jamie did some of those photos too. Jamie Lynn, I believe he did some of those photos.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to check that out. Ask him when he's on the show next time for sure. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. I would like to move on to your next song or single, which I believe is it gonna be on the not curtain call, sorry, the Growth.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be on Growth Music. Yes, sir.
Growth Music too. And so is this next song, Playing the Game, is that on there?
Play the Game, yes, sir. Play the Game will be on Growth Music too. You can actually check out the visual on YouTube. However, the single, it will not be available. It's not on any of the digital platforms or anything. So you'll have to wait for the album for that. But you can go and check out the visual on my YouTube channel. Yes.
Of course. Now, my question is would you like to chit chat first about the video, what we're about to see, or would you like to do a song? How you want to? I'll let you pick. How you do this.
That's fine. Well, it's weird. Play the Game, just to give you a little background. I had no clue that I had not recorded this song. This is why it's so funny, because I had been performing this song live probably about at least a year of doing different shows and so forth. And then finally, one of my family members and a fellow MC, Jaden Martell, he's in the video. He said, "Man, cousin, I'm so upset with you." He said, "This is one of my favorite songs, and you have yet to record it." And I'm arguing up and down. I go, "Of course I have that song recorded." So I'm going all through my computer just so I can prove him wrong. And finally, I got quiet, and he said, "See," he said, "you getting quiet because you can't find it." because you haven't recorded it. And I had to actually, he called me out. So I actually said, oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. My bad. So there is how that song came about. I went ahead, I put it together, and I said, I haven't done a visual or anything either. So here you go. Play the game. And that is produced by Tovo Beats. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Where you at, Alan? You got the tracks?
I got the tracks there. We ready? I'm about to go do it right here. Boom. And let's go ahead and get to the song, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. And can you see that now?
Yeah.
Can you see where it says Styco? You can see the black of the screen?
I can.
I just want to make sure that we're seeing the right thing here. Making sure. It'll be gone in 5 seconds. Gonna do this countdown. 4, 3, 2. Let's do it. 1. Let's go. Oh, I gotta ask you a question on this one too, because you sound in an apartment complex.
Wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. I just wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. I knew I had it. Straight raw skill to step on stage, grab a mic and pay bills. See, I hold it tight, never let go to the end of the show when they close the doors until it's no more faces. Then I change places, new town, same mic, money still raising. I'm flipping flows and I'm rocking shows, locking yo with my rogue soldier, dodging these holes, and I'm popping.
Okay, that was, I see what you did there. Hold up. All right, what we're gonna do is this, ladies and gentlemen. Hold up, we're gonna do something. Okay, so that was the half. I got what you're saying there, what you did. All right. We just gonna do it straight from here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mind hearing it from the beginning. I like this version better because it's the full screen. It's the, I don't know what that was. We're gonna do the widescreen version right now. This is better. This is better. Let's go back. There's that buffering. Gotta love the buffering.
Wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication.
This is better.
The stage,
there's your nephew or cousin, right?
Yes, sir.
I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. I knew I had it. Straight raw skill to step on stage, grab a mic and pay bills. See, I hold it tight, never let go to the end of the show when they close the doors until it's no more faces. Then I change places, new town, same mic, money still raising. I'm flipping flows and I'm rocking shows, clocking yo with my rogue soldier, dodging these holes, and I'm popping collars. Suckers better holler at a real soldier. When you see me on the grind, holler. I'm raising the stakes, patting cakes. So when you see me in the groove, mama shake, and I'm stacking knowledge. Graduated from college, BA in theater arts. I know my part. It's all in the game. Gotta learn about this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game, cause I just wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. I just wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. The tight situations, keep your mind pacing. No dose, mind froze, focus erasing. Evading a hard life and yard strife, chasing my dreams until I make it in this life. I'ma live for the soldier that be locked up, shut down, influenced by pain and suffering. suffering and wear frowns. The young soldiers, the misunderstoods. Anybody dipping and dodging and creeping in hoods, it's all good. Do your thing, but you gon' reap what you sow. I did some dirt too. The world don't have to know. We all changing, evolving, growing, solving, flipping up the whole damn game, but keep balling. I'm just a rookie with the cream of the crop. But when I learn this whole game, I'ma rise to the top. Cause I just wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. I just wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. Yeah. Y'all gotta forgive me, I get a little emotional when I'm on the mic. See, you just can't wake up talking about I wanna be a rapper. I wanna be in this game. It takes a whole lot of hard work. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of getting no's and doors slammed in your face. This game is a monster. Yeah. I just wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation. I just wanted to play this game. I never really understood the game, the whole game. The preparation, the dedication to hit the stage, grab the mic, rock the whole nation.
It's a final hook.
Tobo.
Yeah. Obviously, this was produced by Thobo Beats.
Tobo, yes, sir.
And this is gonna take a second because it likes to do this weird stuff. We good, bring you back here. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know how when you watch a movie or you watch something, a lot of times you see different things, right? So when I first saw the video, I thought you were on top of an apartment complex. Because of where you was at. I didn't look. I mean, I was just kind of stunned how high you were. I was like, man, what the heck? So how the heck he got this? That's crazy. Yeah. And then I watched it the second time, and I'm kind of looking. And then I watched the third time, and then now watching it with you again, right? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, he's just on one of them, storage units.
Like the little storage unit, yes, sir. Literally, that's what they did. They hiked me up on top of the, and then he gave me the little mic and everything. I said, I would have never thought of this. Like, as far as how visually that would look, man, it was really cool. It was really, really cool. Just visual, and just, you know, the videographer out. Shouts out to him, man, because he made that one area look like 3 different places. So shouts out to him. Yes, sir.
I want to know if that guy got paid. You know, when you were up there and you got a nice high shot of you rapping, and there's a guy that was walking like from his apartment complex. You see him for a brief moment. Did you happen to see him do that in the video?
Yeah.
I was rolling hard. I was like, this guy snuck in a real quick.
It was tight. Yeah, no, I actually it was cool because in between sets or in between takes, he actually he told me, he reached out and he said, "Hey, young man," he said that's really positive what you're doing. He said, "I hear what you're saying," and he had to be in like maybe his late 50s, early 60s, but it was just so cool to hear him say that because he could hear the lyrics and he was like, "I like what you're doing, young brother," and you keep on going. And it was just that little bit. Every now and then I feel like, you know, no matter who you reach, but if you could reach one and they actually get it and they actually understand your hard work and what you're saying and they buy into it, that's like the biggest feeling or the best feeling. Because I feel like it is true. If you reach one, of course, I would love to reach thousands and so forth. And as I continue to grow, that's gonna come. I'm learning that, you know, as long as you bring some value to what you do, then the monetary is going to come. And I think that that was my biggest thing. I didn't understand coming into it. I was looking for the monetary, and you keep searching for the monetary. It's never going to come. You gotta let the people understand that you bring some value to the music industry. And I believe once you show them that, then they'll support you and so forth, and go out and buy your stuff. I've understood that over the time, that some of these guys, no matter, and like you, to answer your question, I remember you said that earlier, you know, how can some guy who's, you know, has this trash music, you know, get spins and so forth. I've actually understood, and I can tell you exactly how that guy does it. It is because he has a team. He has people that understands, no matter how whack his music is, that they know how to market, and they know how to place their music in the right places and get the right people to hear it. So no matter what they put out, it's gonna get that you know, that listen and so forth, and people are gonna buy into it. So that's the biggest thing that I've understood. Those people actually have a good marketing crew. Prime example, this guy, what's his name? Takashi something. Yeah, the guy Takashi 6ix9ine. You know, I
Oh
can't
God.
stand a lot of his stuff, but that dude has a really, really nice marketing crew, and they know how to market this dude, and people buy into it, and they go get it, and there you go. And that's how I look at it. And until I'm able to understand the marketing side of it, then I'll have an opportunity, more opportunities for people to hear my music and so forth. That's the one thing that I've learned. They have a team, and until you
Yeah.
get a team, man, people that know what they do, that's it.
A little bit, I give them that. But some of the stuff they do now, not obviously not Ice J Fish. I'm gonna show you. I got, you know what? I'm gonna give them a view. I'm gonna give them one more view just because I got you to hear. If you have, did you take a listen to him yet?
I didn't. That's why I was scared too, because I didn't want to mess up no vibe especially when he was telling me how bad it was. I said, well, let me wait till after the show.
I'm gonna give him one more. Because I want you to feel my pain. I want you to feel my pain. I really do. And my boy Robert Banks, I gave him the same thing. He couldn't sleep for days after this. He heard this,
Yeah.
and so I want to share that to you. We'll do that right now. But yeah, just to
Shouts
say
out to all the people giving me very good feedback. I appreciate each and every one of y'all too. I just wanted to make sure that thank y'all for the feedback.
Yeah, man. Now we appreciate you, man. Falani NT, the people are here. The AGM fanatics, we're all here for you, sir. Like I said, when I hear guys at 6ix9ine, like I said, yeah, I don't take away that, you know, I don't want to say gifts. I'll just say maybe, you know, the gift of putting something together, a product, and putting it out there. It don't mean the product is good. It's just maybe I'll give him a shout out that the product is there, because, you know, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I watched his last part of his last video. I can't even get through the whole thing because all it was booty shaking everywhere, right. And of course, over half the men in the in the world watches that stuff, and then of course you got women that watch that too. Right. But my point is that that's why, you know, and it's got a hard beat. It does got a hard beat. Ain't gonna lie, it got a good beat. So, but again, when he's talking, it's like, yeah, you can understand, but what are you really talking about? You know what I mean? It's just, I feel like it's too much. It's too much. So without further ado, I got to show you this song, and I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I'm not even gonna give him. First of all, you're not gonna want me to play the whole thing. You're gonna hear the first.
Man.
You're like, man, you're gonna, and I want to hear you laugh big time. All right, and guys,
man.
And laugh hard right now when we play this song. I want you to laugh respectfully, but laugh hard inside in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy. Now, when you first see what he looks like, you might laugh just a bit. It ain't nothing. Listen, I'm not talking bad about the guy. I'm not talking bad about the guy, but I'm gonna talk bad about his music. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to put for you right now All right. You can kind of see the front cover. So, now I want you to understand the dance moves you're gonna see too are real.
Oh wow.
All right. And I might have, you know what, this guy should give me some kind of love because I'm about to show you, because here's my problem. Once you see this video, I said to myself, and I don't know why I said this, I said to myself, I said, if I saw a video that said, okay, now by the way, this is done in February 6, 2014. So that's like 6 years ago. So I told myself, I saw a video that said 6 months ago, like it's recent. So I'm thinking 6 years difference, we're gonna see something better, something, you know, something different. No, sir, it's the same old bull honky. Yeah. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. Should I full screen this? Is he worthy of a full screen? Styco, you let me know.
Well, let's hear it first.
No, okay. Well, here we go. We're just gonna play it, and we're gonna listen to it. Here we go. Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't believe it. Now he got a banging girl. I ain't gonna lie. She fine.
Right. Wait, this is real. These is real moves.
World, oh, you got me want to tell all them other girls there's nothing else better on this world.
Okay. I feel you. Yeah, yes, that's one of those. Yes, I appreciate your.
I have no, hold on.
No, you can't. That's straight. That's
right. Now hold up. Now check this out. I'm gonna do you a solid. I have not seen this video yet. I'm just curious. It says Ice J Fish, I Want You music video 9 months ago. Okay. Now I want you to look at this view count.
Right.
On the floor. Can you read that for everybody to read? I can see. Man. Read that for me.
No, I can't see that.
I'll give you that number. You ready? Here it goes.
You know what? That's. Oh my Lord! That was at 78 million.
78,521,997 views since February 6, 2014. 924K likes, and I can't believe the dislikes is only 326. Listen, Coach, I'm gonna hit you that dislike right now. I don't even care. Because you got paid, that's fine. You already got my money, it's fine. But hey, let's go ahead and check this IJ Fish. Now this is 9 months ago. Let's see if he changes his tune. Right. I'm curious. This only has 591,000 views. All right, here we go. Okay. He look a little better. She fine as always. She be getting these fine girls. All right.
Baby, no, I want you.
Oh, heck no.
Baby, no, I want you. Baby, no, I want you.
Okay, I can't take it.
Look at the dance move. Look at the dance move. Oh man.
I'm telling you, see, it's stuff like that you have a little bit.
I can't. Let me give it a look.
Yes.
That's the look. That's the look.
Yes, but you can't. You got to put it up. Oh man, that's
I can't do it.
Yeah, man, that's out of control. That's out of control right there. Oh my.
And I want you to understand that was over 500,000 views, and that was 9 months ago, almost at 1 million. So that's what I'm saying, man. So listen, I mean, I know I can't get mad at everybody. You know, I'm not upset. I'm just saying that, you know, it's just tough that you know, guys like yourself that got real bars, real good music, and his music is let me phrase this really quickly. His music isn't bad. Actually, his music, it's got a nice beat, nice little ring, little flow to it, right? Not bad. But man, I don't know if that's his gimmick. Let's just sing like Mickey. It's not even Mickey Mouse. It's like I can't. Right. There's another. Wait. I'm not gonna play him. I'm definitely not gonna play him. But I will tell you to go. I think it's like something 6'5" AR or something like that. He's a rapper, but he's called a mumble rapper. But he's a rapper that literally talks like Mickey Mouse. when he
Yeah,
raps?
it's stuff like that, like you say, that there's and unfortunately a lot of those guys they pay for, the plays,
How can someone
to get
afford
them.
that? 'Cause can't that be some? There's not a lot of money to kind of get that type of.
Oh yeah, if you have, like I say, if you have the money to put yourself out there and market yourself, like I say, it's a gimmick like that. That's literally part of the gimmick right there, and play it off, and people go buy it and so forth. You look the part. Even though the music is bad, it's, if you pay for the marketing, the Spotify, playlists and so forth, you pay the money to get on those things, then absolutely you'll get the streams, and people will hear you and so forth. But like I say, I'm learning now how to market what I have out there. That's why growth music too is taking a little while. I'm learning more so in this business to market what I have, the music that is out there.
Right.
And this is just things, you learn as you grow, what things work and what doesn't work. Why am I not getting this attention here? And, why are the people, not, hearing me, why,
Right.
what makes me different from this other guy? And like I said, they found the formula. They understand the algorithms of Facebook and how IG and these things work, because a lot of these things, it's a numbers game. And for the people that, like I said, they have good marketing teams that understand algorithms and how Facebook and all these, different social medias, they work, then those are the guys that are winning. And I can't be upset, at someone for having a team and having someone who knows how to market their artist, despite how mediocre that artist may be. They
Right.
know on the backside, okay, we got enough marketing where we're still going to make money. And some of these companies know that. And so there you go.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can agree to disagree with you. And like I said,
Yeah,
and I'm not mad. I told you, but I ain't mad at them. I'm not mad at them. I'm not.
right, right.
I'm
It,
I'm just a little hurtful, just because
yeah,
you know
yeah.
how, like I said, oh man, is that who that behind you?
That's my little mama's. That's my little daughter. She
And
missed
what's
me
her name?
for a little bit. She missed me for a little bit, so she
What's her
can
name?
say hello. Say hello to the people, baby. So yeah, that's my
What's her
little,
name?
my little mama's. Her name is Malia.
Oh, Malia.
Yes, sir.
So wait a minute, how come I didn't know that? My daughter's name is Malia.
Are you serious?
My daughter's name is Malia. No joke. Malia Darlene Garcia. That is her name.
That is wild. Yes. Yes.
That's awesome. Very,
Yes.
very cool.
Malia. Yes. I have a Malia as
Hi,
well.
Malia. It's nice to see you. Uncle
Yes,
Mo in
hello
the
to you,
house, y'all.
baby.
Oh, you're my fam, man. I didn't know that. All right,
Yes,
cool,
sir.
cool,
Yes,
cool.
sir.
I
So
thought you had your old. I thought you had your oldest. I know you had a daughter, but I didn't know that. I mean, I thought she was older, but no. So you're total of 3 kids or just 2?
just 2.
Because I know you're
She's
the oldest boy.
7, and
And how
then
old is your boy?
my son is 15. So
15, and doing
yes,
well in
sir.
basketball. I see him drilling on. I see him drilling in the. I see him drilling. I see him drilling in the garage practicing.
Yes, yes, sir. He was working doing off that Phil Handy workout. The Lakers shooting coach, and their ball handling coach. So
Cool.
yes, sir. He's taking a little liking to his workouts. He's So I said, okay, well, let's get on that. If you wanna do that, I'm just not going to let you be mediocre.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just glad that he's buying in and so
What's his
forth.
what's his inspiration? What's he trying to go for?
Well, he's a soccer goalie, man. He's actually really good. That's his first and his biggest thing right there. So he loves that sport. I have a newfound respect for it, and just the players, the stamina that you have to play that sport. Um, but him being a goalie, it's a good thing. It's helped with a lot of his footwork that transitions to basketball. It's just unfortunate in high school, soccer and basketball are in the same end of fall, so you can't play both.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's the That's the big, hiccup is,
Right.
does he play high school basketball and only club soccer? So,
Well, which one he wants to go pro in?
well, I looked at it from a standpoint as you and I both know, there's not a lot of African Americans in the sport of soccer, let alone goalie. So I'm gonna allow him to do, what his heart desires. I just want him, because he's a sophomore coming up, to take that opportunity to play basketball for a year at the high school and see, if he likes it. I just want him to, do that. And then, he has 2 more years to, if he wants to just play soccer, I'm going to support him. And if he decides to play basketball, he has all of the trainers and everything around him. So he has professionals that have played overseas and so forth. So he has all the tools.
Well, let me say this, man. My daughter, has so many talents, and she wasn't able to really harness them like I wish she could have done because of a lot of certain things that happen. We all have to have supportive parents, and so I'm really happy that you're supporting no matter what he's doing. Because I like how you said, hey, you know what? I want him to do what he loves, right? And then what's great about it is we're in a world right now that you can make money doing anything. It's not like it was back in the day. Everybody has this intuition that we think, okay, we have to go, which I believe. Now, by the way, when I say this, I believe school is important. Yeah. I believe, high school, college, it's all important, right? But but at the same time, I also say that you got to follow your dreams. And at least as long as you get a high school education, college may not be for everybody in its sense. Remember, you got to think of this. Old school day was this: graduate from high school, go to college, know what your career is. 4 years, then go in the real world, get your job because you got the degree in that field, and then you work a nice job, take care of your family, and have a nice house, have a nice life, nice house, nice life. Right? Okay. Yes, sir. No longer is that. It is no longer, because back then it also used to be only one income was okay as well. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so now everything is 2 incomes, maybe sometimes 3 incomes. Now you got guys that are 7 years old on YouTube playing video games, making money. You got people making Mr. Ice Fish, making millions of money. Just other people just doing whatever they want. There's cooking channels, there's dancing channels, there's singing channels, there's all kind of channels. And so I am happy and good to hear that you're like, you know what, my son wants to do this, and I love him, and I want him. That's what he wants to do. I'm gonna support him in that. And I know that you're a believer of God. You're a Christian, and I think that's also amazing that I'm sure that yourself, including me, and I'm sure your son, when he gets in front of that platform of thousands to millions of people one day, if that's allowed, if God allows that to do, then he'll be able to thank God and give God the glory for that, if that makes sense. Like for me, big shout out to God right now for allowing me to have this awesome live stream right now, our first show for Quarantine Hangouts, and having you, one of our first celebrity editions of Styco, to be here. And it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence that God put us in our path back in 2003, 2004. Yeah. So you know what I mean? I give it all to God, and God is amazing, and He does so many great things. And going to do great things in your life. He's going to do great things for your son and your daughter and your wife and your fam, and we just got to keep plugging. So I'm just saying, man, that's amazing as a good father. That's good as a father what you do.
Yeah, one thing has got me with this is, like I say, I can, track was my biggest thing. My daughter is an athlete. I mean, like right now, she's 7 years old. She's killing guys, when it comes to running and so forth. I mean, right. I couldn't be more happier than her telling me that I want to run. You know what I mean? Whoo, I would lose my mind, y'all. I'm just telling you, I would be that dad. But I don't want to be the guy that that father who lives through my children. I don't want to, just because, you know, I didn't make it to the Olympics and so forth, and could have done so, didn't put in that work, you know, running the 400 meters and the 400 hurdles, to do so. You know, I got my scholarship and so forth, and that got me almost free education. But like I say, I tell my son that there's a show called Last Chance U. And if you've ever seen that show, it's on Netflix. But I tell my son literally the same thing. You know, that's me. I'm one of those kids from Last Chance U that got that second chance, still got another scholarship. But, you know, I don't want, and I tell him all the time, I don't want you to be that kid.
Right.
Let's you get it the first time.
Right.
In fact, I'm gonna make sure you get it right the first time. That's my job. And if I don't do that, I failed you, because I've already lived it. So I know what can happen if you
Right.
don't stay focused. You know? So,
Right.
you know, it's just getting that and instilling that into him, understanding that we've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. I'm sure anyone's listening here that you have children. They just don't understand that the same things, the same little things that they're thinking they're getting away with. We've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. We did the same thing. So we already know what they're doing before they're even doing it.
Right.
So,
Right. Okay, thanks for sure.
So that's it right there, man. Like I said, but at the end of the day, when it comes to this, I just want him to experience. I just want to be there to help guide him. And it's fortunate that he has coaches that are professionals and they know what they're doing. And I don't have to be that father on the sidelines trying to coach my son and trying to tell him what to do, and just let him do
Right.
that and experience it. So I'm fortunate to have that.
Well, you know what's
Yes,
great is,
sir.
man, you know, God's gonna work through you, and you're gonna work through your son, and that's how it goes down the generation, man. When you put God first, and let him pass down a knowledge to you, and you keep passing that down, you'll be all right.
Shouts out to all the listeners too, y'all.
Yeah,
All y'all out there giving
everybody.
good comments.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna do something special.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do something special, and what I like to do is, if you can go ahead and maybe right now, which I will get from him later, guys, and I will put in the description. I did put the 2 songs already in the description already, but I want to put his tour dates, or, you know, if he has anything in line yet. But I know you talked about you're gonna have a tour here soon. If you can chit chat about that for a brief second, I'm gonna pull up something special I didn't tell you I was gonna do. So go ahead and do that.
I have it's funny, y'all. I one of the biggest groups that I have wanting to do this, called Little Brother. They're actually out of New York, Virginia area, and they actually linked up with another group overseas. And when they link up together, they're called Foreign Exchange, and that's Big Pooh, and which the group Little Brother, and then this band from overseas, and I want to say, is it Germany or Sweden, but them together. So I was going to have the opportunity on April 18th at the Orange County Observatory, to open up for them. However, because of the COVID and everything that we're on right now, instead of it getting pushed back like all of the other events, I just knew, okay, we're going to get it pushed back. I'll be able to perform next year and so forth, or maybe an opportunity at the end of this year. That show has been canceled. I have another opportunity right now with the Hop Fest, and that is one of the biggest concerts in the Inland Empire. I am still a part of that. That show has just been pushed back. So I'm still on the bill for that. As soon as we get a new date, we will be letting folks know. As of right now, I believe it was supposed to get pushed back to October. I'm waiting on that confirmation. So far, that is the one that I am aware of and know about. That is the Hop Fest, and that has been pushed back to October. So
Okay.
that is the biggest festival in the Inland Empire. And I have an opportunity to get a set on that show. I'm outrageously happy. Y'all have no idea. Being from the IE and to be invited to that and actually get a text and say, "Hey, would you like to be a part of this show?" And I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?" That's like teasing me with one of the hottest parties and saying, "Would you like to come?" Like, really? Are you kidding
Hey,
me?
I'm looking for my invite, my VIP invite. That's what I want.
Oh, don't even worry. Don't. That's why I say I want to make sure it's happening first. I don't want to just keep, telling everybody and then, that get canceled as well. But so far, tentative October.
I'm
That
sure we're
is,
gonna have you on here before then. We're gonna have you
yeah.
again on the show before then.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a surprise. Now you know I do music as well, and I do all kinds of stuff. So I did this song back in 2009. It's called "Take Advantage of Me." It's basically a song that just about my life at that time. I want to share with you. I did the beat myself. I did everything myself, except there's a few little, from one of my friends back in the day, by Gorilla Music, my boy. So definitely, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that right now. And here we go. Let's put that up there for you. It's just a visual pic, but you'll see what we got cooking.
Okay.
All right, Yo, turn this up. Check it. It was a cold, dark night when I was born. I'm looking back through my life. I knew I was scorned. I know what I know now. My mind is full of pain and agony and stuff and alcohol. No one cares, so I don't care. You wanna stare, try to tear me apart. Rip my heart like a shark in the dark. My mind goes crazy, don't know what to do next. Need to walk alone, that's what I do best. I'm letting people in, ends up in the dead end. Don't understand why the truth to pick on me, blame me for everything. Try to be nice, and what to do to stab you, bring you down, and take control of you. So I can see so clearly now. I know why things are the way they are. All they want is to do one thing, and that is just take advantage of it. So I can see so clearly now. I know why things are the way they are. All they want is to do one thing, and that is just take advantage of it. Friends are friends, and family is family. Either or, somewhere down the line, they're all talking about me. I don't know why, makes me wanna cry. I look at my watch, it's 9:01. Why are they so mad? Is it cause I'm late? Trying to work hard and put food on their plate. I'm doing all that I can, just isn't enough. I'm drawing blood from my veins, trying to stay tough. Mentally exhausted, getting tossed around, taking every single hit, pound for pound, just looking for protection, crushing for higher power. Afraid to look down how high is this tower. So this is for all the people, you know who you are. Just talk to the hand, cause I'm reaching for the start. So learn to let it go, let them talk they smack. It doesn't matter anymore, cause I'm sneaking out the back. So I can see so clearly now. I know why things are the way they are. All they want is to do one thing, and that is just take advantage of me. So I can see so clearly now. I know
I see you. I see you.
all they
I see you.
want is one thing, and that is just take advantage of it. That's right. I know what's up now. You know who y'all love to take advantage of me? Don't trip. It don't even faze me anymore. So who's laughing now, huh? Ha. Yeah, that beat. I love that beat. And what's crazy about that is, 2009. It says 2019 because that's when I uploaded it. But you can see 33 views, Coach. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, hard work. We actually got bars that make sense. People can relate to that. Can feel like they do a lot for their family, they do a lot for their for their people, for their friends, for their husband, for their wives, for their kids, but feel like everyone's kind of taking advantage. Like there's no gratitude, no thank you, no nothing. You know what I mean? You're just doing and doing and doing, and there's nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So people can relate to that. That's a real thing that people deal with daily, and that's the reason why I did that song, was to share. Hey, you're not the only one. We're
Right.
all dealing through it. We just got to push through. That's what makes me. When you talk about the marketing standpoint, and I understand about marketing, but it is what it is.
Right. No,
But
I
man,
feel you.
yeah.
I'm yeah, man, I'm going to, let everybody know that, definitely subscribe, go to the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you subscribe. I would humbly appreciate y'all leaving comments on the videos. Also too, whoever you have your music subscription with, whether it is iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, whoever you have, make sure you go type in Styco, Stico, and type in Growth Music. That is the EP. It should pop up the rest of my singles that are available, but I do humbly appreciate you supporting and checking out the rest of the music. Thank y'all. I humbly appreciate everybody that's tuned in, all of the kind words, all of the comments. Also too, I do sell vehicles. So if you are in the market for a vehicle, new or pre-owned.
Oh, you already going already? Hold on.
Yeah,
you gotta ask the question first. You already jumped, Bob. I already knew it was gonna plug. Hold up. Let me get this in. All right. So without further, man, Styco is gonna plug in some things. So why are you gonna tell you heard about the album and where to go, and you go to iTunes to get all his music? Any Spotify or just iTunes? That's it.
Actually, no, it's on every digital platform, all the way to Deezer, Shazam, Napster, YouTube, Pandora, whoever you have your music subscription with, you can check out the music, especially Growth Music. That is the first EP. So I humbly appreciate your support and so forth there. Make sure on Facebook, you tap in the Styco TV there. Tune in.
Instagram. Where's Instagram and Twitter? Tell them that.
The Instagram is at Stico73. That is again at Stico73. That is the year of hip hop, 73. So hip hop was born then. So yes, sir.
And then go ahead.
I appreciate it.
About your car selling. Go ahead and do that. Where you work?
Yes, sir. I do work at the dealership, like I said, Cardinelli Way Auto Group, that is in the city of Corona, California. For those of you that are out here, I do have access to 16 dealerships. So if I don't have something within my vicinity, I can have something shipped from Arizona up north, Vegas, a couple other places as well. So, and that is access to new and used. New meaning BMW, Audi, Porsche, Nissan, Mazda, Hyundai, VW, and Harley Davidson. So definitely let me know. Oh, also Cadillac and GMC. So if you need something, let me know. There you go. That is the BIZ. I humbly appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure Styco, Stico, Growth Music is the project. Growth Music 2 is what's coming. The one act. I'm gonna do a little something different, just being a theater major, bringing music and theater to one stage. We're gonna.
And you're working on a show with that too, right?
Say again.
Working on a show with that on your YouTube channel, correct?
Yes, I am. I am actually going to do. Well, I plan on just being a theater major. Just a little series I wanted to put out there. It was called how theater arts and the world of acting made me a better MC and a better performer. Right. Just by having that background, it has definitely helped me to know where I'm at on stage, the different parts of the stage, you know, as far as being downstage, upstage, and so forth, knowing all of the places and so forth. So when I'm working with someone in the music industry, you know, they tell me all the light is downstage. You know, if you didn't, you know anything about theater, then you would be, what are they talking about downstage? You know what I mean?
Right,
So it's just little things like that. Like I say, it's definitely helped me with my transition of being on stage and so forth, knowing where the lights are, knowing where it's dark and so forth, where when somebody is doing videography, you know how to get the best angles and so forth. Just little nuances like that, how to project in certain buildings and so forth. When it comes to a live performance too. So it's just little things like that. I can definitely say has helped me with me being an artist. Yes, sir.
Well, I got two things, man. One for you. Number one, I have I'm getting ready. It's not done yet. My friend's script is finished, almost finished, and we're getting ready to put the team together.
Yes,
With that being said, we got some really pretty cool martial artists, big namers coming in, good actors, good actresses. And I know we're going to need a soundtrack, and I know we're doing a score, and I think we're going to have some kind of music. Love to bring you in on a song, maybe. You know, martial arts and hip hop always comes together.
Yes, sir.
So with that. And then the other one is between now and the end of the year, I'm going to make sure we make time that you and I can shoot a quick short film together, you and I, since you do.
Oh, man.
Since you
Don't
do.
tease me with a good time. Don't tease me with a good time.
Hey, since you talked about that's what one of your dreams is, what it is, and that's obviously mine is want to be a big action star. Then that's what we're gonna do. Between now and then, we will find a time to squeeze in a weekend where we can shoot the footage that we need to shoot, and me and you cool and fun. I have to say, you're gonna play the villain. I don't play any of the villains. I'm always a good guy, so you're gonna have to play the villain if that's okay with you. I mean, I guess I can play. You know what? I guess I can play a bad guy. You can play the.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with doing that. Like I said, I did Othello. I did. There's a few. I'm okay. I can play the bad guy.
There you go. There you go. Well, guys, awesome. I know we're gonna see Styco again. I did already say, like I said, I put stuff already in the description box. But I'm gonna try to get more info from him, and of course, it'll be tomorrow. The next day, it'll be updated, and I'll put more stuff where you can get to his stuff more. And we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Now, I'm not gonna leave it off the bat. I know he will. But I'm gonna go ahead and put on his song really quick. Let's give him a good intro, a good outro. Yeah, let's put that groove on.
Appreciate y'all,
ladies and gentlemen. Give a big hand to the one and only. My good friend, close dear friend of mine, Mr. Styco, one of the best MCs, positive MCs I know. Give him a hand clap, y'all. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that's tuned in. Everybody.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate y'all.
Take care, man.
All right, fam bam.
Yes, say goodbye to your wife and your or say hi to your wife and your kids for me.
Yes, sir. Much love and respect.
All right. Peace, man. Yeah. I love that beat, man. So nice. Yeah. That's a good song, man. It's a good song. Well, guys, I want to thank you guys very much for hanging out with me at the Quarantine Hangouts number 5, the Celebrity Edition, and our special guest, Styco, was in the house, you guys, and we appreciate you. Thank you guys for all the chatting that you guys did. Thank you for keeping it positive and nice and kind and great. Thank you for everyone here. Look, I'm gonna do shout outs because I feel like I just want to. We got thank you to Emcee Slots. Thank you to Smoking Joe. Thank you to Teresa. Thank you to John Rose. Thank you to Chalino Sanchez. Thank you to Lunar Eclipse Paranormal. Thank you to Robert Banks Jr., my dear friend, all the way from grade school, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care if it was junior high. I feel like our spirits met before then. So thank you, Eric Banks Jr. I'm going to try to work on getting your brother on here. I love to get Protege, your brother. Let him know I'm looking for him. Let's get Protege on the show. I'm going to shoot him a text. That would be awesome. Thank you to, who else we got? I'm scrolling through. Thank you to Carol. Appreciate you, Carol. Thank you, Carol XO. Thank you to Elijah. Thank you to my friend Seth Burrell. Appreciate you for coming in. Let's see who else we got cooking. Thank you to my niece Danielle for showing it up. Big D in the house. Well, actually, little D. She's still little D. She's barely turning 13 soon. I'm trying to keep her in that tween time. You know what I mean? 12. If she's getting, the family's getting too big, man. The nieces and nephews are getting bigger, becoming to that teenage adult. Ugh. Life is going fast, guys. Thank you to Terry Leach, my brother from another mother, all the way from Little Rock, Arkansas. Thank you so much, Ariel Williams. Thank you for being here. Of course, a big shout out to who else is in here. Let's see. I'm looking. I'm scrolling. Again, MC's the Queen Bee. The Queen Bee was here sharing it out. And, of course, thank you to our special guest, Styco, the one and only, man. Appreciate him for doing it. Did not have to come in, but he did because he is just like that, man. He likes to help others, and just like me, I like to help others as well, and that's why we make a good team, good collaboration. So guys, with that being said, look forward to Friday. We're gonna have a show this Friday with my boy Jamie Lim, celebrity artist. This guy's amazing. He not only does stuff, you know, the freehand, regular old school drawings to digital, right? He's in the fashion world. This man is blowing up like no tomorrow. He's been in the game for a minute, y'all. And the man looks like he's 20 years old. I ain't going to give his real age. I'm going to see if he's going to put it out there for y'all. I don't think he will, but he looked like he about 20, 25. And, hey, Asian got good genes, y'all. I can't believe I'm actually 42. I just turned 42 this past month. May 8th was my birthday, 1978. May 8th is now 2020. And so 42 is where I'm at. And a lot of people say I don't look like I'm 42. So I appreciate the love there. So, yes, guys, this Friday, 8 p.m., Jamie Lim, be here for this. It's going to be amazing. And then we got, you know, next week we'll get the new ones in, and we're going to keep pounding in. Now, I have 2 separate shows with this. Obviously, we have the celebrity edition, and we're going to have I'm changing it, not just the home edition, but we're going to call it the family and friends edition, which means I'm going to bring in my friends and my family, whoever wants to come in and want to, you know, chit chat, hang out during quarantine time. We can do that on, you know, if I'm not able to get a celebrity to come on that day, because everybody's busy and doing their things. And now that the world is opening up slowly, people are going to start doing things more now. So with that being said, we're going to get what we can, who we can, and try to get them out at those times, 8 o'clock if it's possible. All right, guys. So again, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love you. I'm going to put my intro music on, my intro / goodbye music, because it's just really good. So let's get that going. Yeah. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. File ENT on the Hangouts, Quarantine Hangouts, number 5, Celebrity Edition. Curtain call. Yeah. We'll see you guys later. Peace. God bless. Peace. That's what I'll say it again. God bless. Peace. See you guys later, man. Deuces.